Is the next question, that is 7.2. The question is about yield to maturity and future price. The question says that a bond has a par value of 1000 rupees, not rupees, it's dollar, 12 years to maturity and 8% annual coupon, and sells for $980. What is its yield to maturity? Assume that the yield to maturity remains constant for the next 3 years. What will be the price of 3 years from today? So coming towards the A part, for the A part we need to know a formula for yield to maturity. Yield to maturity could have different formulas. The formula that is used in this book and that is generally accepted is the one over here. So the formula says that YTM is equal to C plus F minus P divided by N, the whole divided by F plus P divided by 2. So here the C is the coupon payment. The coupon payment is like, if over here the annual coupon interest rate is 8% and the par value is 1000, so the coupon payment would be 8% of $1000, that is $80. So here it's also written interest amount in dollars, so it's basically the amount, the whole amount, not the rate. And coming towards the F, so the F is the face value of the bond. The face value over here is $1000, and minus P, the P over here is the present value of the bond. The present value of the bond is $90 since it sells for $980. And now coming towards the N is the number of years, so 12 years to maturity, so we will take N as 12. Now coming towards the same, F and P are the same, and now it's divided by just 2 rather than the N. So we'll just put the values in the formula and we'll get the answer. So I'm not gonna put it on the Excel sheet, I think, or should I? Okay, let's say I should. So is equal to, we have, let's say I divide this, so I'm making this environment. So the value of C is 80, and we have plus, and then we have, oh come on Excel, okay, the F minus P. So what's the value of face value of the bond is $1000 minus, what is P, 980 divided by 12 years, and in the denominator we have $1000 plus 980 divided by 2. I'm gonna solve it manually on a calculator. That is 1000 minus 980 divided by 12, I get 1.66. And plus 80. Now I'm gonna divide it by 1980 divided by 2. I just add them, 1000 plus 980, so it's 1980. So the answer is 0.082. If I'm gonna multiply the answer, so here you can put it like multiply it by 100 in the formula. So the answer is 0.8249, and we need to multiply it by 100. So the answer would be, final answer for the A part would be 8.249%. 8.249%. Let me just confirm. YTM 8.25. Yeah, the answer is 8.25. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually rounded off this. So that's our answer for the A part. I hope that is clear. Now coming towards the B part. The B part says that assume that the yield to maturity remains constant for the next 3 years. What will be the price, or with the price 3 years from today? So after 3 years, tell me, this is a 12 years situation over here. The bond is for, we have purchased a bond for 12 years. So after 3 years, how many years will be left? It would be 9. So the N would be 9. and we need to find the future value of the bond. So we need to actually calculate, as if you haven't solved this question yet, it's exactly the same method as we did for question number 7.1. So I'm going to copy the formula for 7.2 also. Okay, that's B part, and let's paste the formula. Sorry, I need to just take care of that voice. So the formula is future value of bond, or the value of the bond, or present value of the bond is equal to the value of the bond at that particular time. N will define the time actually in the formula. Present value of future interest, and that is actually the annuity concept, and present value of future principal payment, and this is that. So okay, so let me just put the values. That present value 1 is equal to or let's put it this way. Future value is $1,000, and the present value, we need to find that, and 1 plus what is the yield to maturity? It's 8.25. we have already calculated. We divided by 100, we will get 0.0825, and we're gonna add it in the 1 as of this formula. We will get it 1.0. I think I should zoom. It's not working. It's already say it's 100%, and okay, leave it. 0.8249, okay, or 25 I would say, raised to the power. Now the n would be 9, because after 3 years the number of years left for the bond is 9 actually. So if we're gonna divide the 1000 by this value, we will get the present value, and the present value, if we calculate it, I hope you can calculate it, but let me calculate it also in calculator. How we are going to calculate it? 1.0825 raised to the power 9, answer is 2.041, and if we divide 1000 by 2.041, 1000 divided by 2.041, we get 489.95. 489.95. So that's the present value after the 3 years of $1,000 bond, but this does not include the annuity payments, the interest payments that you are going to receive. So we need to calculate another present value, which would be this one. We have calculated this one, now it would be this one. So the formula for that is this. I'm gonna copy it and paste it, because in 7.1 question we have did the same thing. So the formula is this. The PMT over here is the amount of interest, and that is, this is a 8% bond, so the amount of interest is 80, and 1 minus 1 plus I. So the I over here is 8.25%, and if we divide it, we need to divide it by 100, so that would be 0.0825, and then we're gonna add it into 1, and then we're gonna take raised to power minus 9 and divide it by I, the whole thing, and we will get a factor. So let me just calculate the factor for you. So I'm doing 1.0825 raised to the power minus 9, and the answer is 0.4899. Now I'm going to subtract 1 minus this answer, 0. whatever, and I'm going to divide it by the yield. So here the interest is the yield one, that the yield we actually going to get, not the interest rate, not the interest coupon rate. So let me differentiate between these two again. I have discussed it on and on. The annual interest rate is 8%, but the yield is 8.25%. So in so for the calculation of PMT or cash flow or the coupon payment, all three names for the same thing, we're gonna use the 8% rate. But for the calculation of the yield to maturity, we're gonna take this rate that actually we are going to get paid. So this rate is actually the 8.25, and this is also the 8.25. So 0.0825, I'm gonna actually rate is 8.25%. If we divide it by 100, we'll get 0.0825. So the answer is 6.18. So if we multiply this 6.18 into 80, 6.18 into 80, we'll get our final answer. That would be 494.59. 494.59. Right. So that's the present value 2, and I'm gonna highlight it also. So now if we add these two figures, we will get the value of the bond after 3 years. So I'm just gonna put it over here, is equal to 4, or actually the present value of future interest, that is 494, this value over here, 494.59 plus 489.95. So the answer for the B part is $984.54. So the question asked us about the value of the bond after 3 years. So the basic thing, there are two major things that you need to remember about this question is that the value of n is not 12 in the B part, it's 9, because after 3 years the remaining life of the bond would be 9 years. And also the other point is that the interest rate, the value of I, it would be the yield to maturity, would be the 8.25% rather than 8%. 8% is just for the calculation of the annuity payment, is just for the payment of this C value or coupon payment or PMT or the cash flow payment that you are going to get, which is 80 rupees. We have not written 82.5. If that rate would be 8.25%, then we have written 82.5, but that is not the case. So these are just two values that you need to take care before solving a question of a bond valuation. Thank you for watching.